Nut Jobs Cracking the Case, written and presented by Marc Fennell. If you're expecting to hear how the presenter unravels the mystery of the missing almonds and puts the perpetrators behind bars, you're going to be disappointed. It doesn't happen. However, that's not to say that the podcast is boring or uninformative. It isn't. It's thoroughly researched, and Marc Fennell is an engaging host who talks to people at all levels, from the farmers to the police, all the way down to the people who pick the nuts and, yes, even someone convicted of illegally trucking the nuts. However, we are no closer to understanding who is behind all this at the end of the last episode. The only solid witness, Alex, the trucker who was jailed for 2 weeks, is unable, or doesn't want, to shed light on the organization, and neither Mark nor the police reveal any clues. In talking to the police, it's clear that there are things that they are not allowed to tell him, but whether this would help him, or us, get to the bottom of the whole thing, we'll never know. The podcast occasionally goes off on tangents that aren't ultimately related to the story. For example, the truckload of missing Oscars. It has no place being there. The policeman's credentials are enough. We don't need the story. But don't get the impression that this is disappointing to listen to. It's not. It's a multifaceted tale that affects areas of life you would never consider, and I did enjoy listening to it and passing on nuggets of information to friends. For example, did you know that 50% of Italian foods imported into the USA are fake? 50%. Marc Fennell is an enjoyable host, and he comes across as warm and friendly. Those who he speaks to open up to him. One reviewer said he couldn't listen to this because Fennell is Australian and he doesn't like Australian accents. Well, that absolutely wasn't a problem for me. He has a very pleasant accent to listen to. My only slight niggle with this is the incidental music that is almost omnipresent, but it's a very small problem. Would I listen to another podcast by Marc Fennell? Yes, without reservation. Overall, I'd give the podcast a 4 out of 5 and the presenter a 4 out of 5 as well. How about you? Have you listened to this podcast? Have you listened to any other podcasts on Audible? Which ones would you recommend? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as I release a new review every week. Thanks for watching.